Here we go, back again with another video, and yes, I still haven't got my tripod, so I'm squashed in the corner of the room. Fresh from yesterday's defeat, another defeat in the championship. We now move on to a preview for Millwall, but we're going to talk about yesterday's game a little bit first. Where is it going wrong? Where's it going wrong in the championship this season? We have played 18 games. We've won 8, we've drawn 2 and lost 8 as well. So we're not doing anywhere near as good. You know, in my eyes, losing 8 games already in the season out of 18 matches is not a great start to the campaign. We're down in 11th place. We're 4 points behind 6th place. So it's not all doom and gloom. We still can turn this around with a good run between now and after Christmas. But something has to give, something has to change. And what's going wrong? Well, last night's game, we've all seen it. If you're a Sunderland fan, you watched the game last night, you've basically seen, you know, we're very slow. Let's face it. We're one-dimensional. We either play, we go down we go down the wings, don't we? We get the ball left to right at the back. So we've got Luke 09, and say for instance, normally that maybe have Luke 09, Ballard, Hume and Huggins to play it amongst the back. And there's no intensity, especially from the centre-backs, to get the ball forward very quickly. But we get the ball to the midfield. Now, before Ekwa got injured, Ekwa, for me, was the driving force in the midfield, driving the ball through the centre of midfield. He would break up play, but then he would run with the ball. He could have shots outside the penalty box as well, but he would drive the ball forward initially. Now, to me, last night, there was none of that whatsoever. There was only one. The thing we did every single time was go down left or right down the wing. So it's easy for defenders to defend because by the time... Let's say, for instance, Huddersfield on the counter-attack, go forward, driving Sunderland's penalty box, and Patterson gets the ball. Patterson doesn't release the ball quick enough in the first place. He's hesitant for whatever reason. Then when we do release the ball to Luke 09, Luke 09 slows it right down to a dawdle's pace, passes it maybe, for example, to Hume. Then Hume would go to Ballard, Ballard back to Luke 09. Luke 09 will finally go forward to somewhere like Dan Neil. Then Dan Neil doesn't drive forward through the centre. Never. So he'll go to the right or the left. He'll give it maybe his, I don't know, you might find Clark on one side and you might find maybe his Roberts on the other side. But usually, you know, in the past when we've won games and played good football, we've had Huggins and Hume on either side. Last night I noticed, because we had Silty in the side, I've noticed Hume was going over one side of the pitch, then back over the other side of the pitch. I don't know what was going on there. But again, there's no, apart from us not having no drive through the centre of the park, which a lot of teams do, we don't have that kind of plan B to get the ball down and drive through the centre of it. Because all the teams seem to know what we're going to do. We're going to get the ball down in midfield, pass it to either Clark or Roberts or Hume and Huggins normally. But at least if you have Huggins, I can't believe we dropped Huggins. I don't understand for the life of me why we dropped Huggins last night. Because I think Huggins has been one of the better players in the last few games, even in the last half. You know, he's been one of the better players of the season, to be honest, Huggins. You know, at least he overlaps with Clark. He gives Clark a bit of help on the left-hand side. Last night, Clark had nothing. And by the time we're passing this ball, we'll go back to my original chat. But by the time Clark gets the ball, I mean, it's about half an hour later, Clark gets the ball. Every single player who was going forward for Huddersfield on the counter-attack, getting the ball towards in the penalty box when they lost the ball to Patterson, have time to get back, get in position, and, you know, put every single man behind the ball. They've got all the time in the world. Because they know fine well, Sunderland, they're going to take all day passing the ball side to side. They don't even need to sprint back and waste energy. You know, the midfielders of Huddersfield, whoever went forward, the wing-backs or whatever it is, just jog back in a position. You know, they've got plenty of time before Clark comes down the left-hand side. And when Clark does finally come down the left-hand side, and Clark is yes, one of our best players, he's got 2 or 3 men on him. Every single time, 2 or 3 men on him, but there's no one on the overlap. There's no Huggins there this time, so he's got to do it all himself. And by the time he gets to the touchline, which he did numerous occasions last night, he gets the ball across. It's easy peasy. There's always a defender in front of the keeper or in front of the first post to clear the ball away. You know, so it's always a low ball that comes in the box from Clark. And by the time he gets the ball in the box, you know, they've had all day to get players behind in the right position and defend our one striker, Mienda, last night. At the end of the day, I can't really blame Mienda for last night because he didn't get the ammunition. I remember one time as well, Mienda, you know, he was giving some of this to the Sunderland fans, trying to get the Sunderland fans up. But I remember one time He tried to run through the middle of the centre backs of Huddersfield, looking for that early through ball from whether it was from O'Nien or Dan Neil, and it went straight over the left hand side to Clark. And Mienda was like, I had to go back onside again. That's what we need. We need somebody with a bit of vision, a bit of ambition to get the ball through the middle, not just always, it's like robotic. It's like drilled into the brains. Get the ball in midfield, you pass it to Clark, you pass it to Roberts. You don't take any initiative and drive forward. Make their players, think of something different. Think about something different. It was just, where was the intensity? Where was the drive? Where was the want? It was like a training exhibition. It really was the tippy type of football. I mean, we weren't this bad. We weren't this bad last season. We had a mad, yes, we had a mad, but we had experienced players last season. We did have, obviously, Evans for part of last season, but also we had Danny Bart. But we're getting rid of Danny Bart now, so, we haven't got that captain at the back. Luke O'Nien, for me, isn't a captain now. I've watched them, and I think, yeah, we need somebody else, maybe with a bit more oomph, a bit more trying to get the team up. I didn't see him barking out many orders yesterday. Too many quiet players. And for me, we've lost the spine, haven't we? We've lost Evans, we've lost Ross Stewart, yes, never mind, he's injured a lot, but when he was in the team, he did well, and Bart as well has gone, Gooch has gone, experience, and Pritchard, he'll be the next one that goes in January. Pritchard, for me, why didn't he start last night? It's an absolute no-brainer. Tony Mowbray made 4 substitutions. The only substitution that made any difference that came on that looked decent was Pritchard. Dak, I wouldn't even... Dak, for me, get rid of Dak in January. I don't even know why he's been signed. Injured twice already. He was injury prone when we got him. What a waste of a wage, to be fair. For me, I'd get rid of Dak. I think he brings nothing to the side whatsoever. And the 4 strikers, we got Semedo come on last night, look a bit lost. He's a young kid, end of the day, I've heard he's homesick. I don't know if this is true. It can't be true, surely. He can't be living in a hotel. Surely Semedo cannot be living in a hotel. I don't know whether that's bollocks or what. But, these young kids are in a new country, cannot speak the language. We need somebody with experience. I'm going to give a video of Steve Hensel as well, my mate, good friend of mine, sent us a video straight after the game last night. He wasn't very happy. At the end of the day, I give you a warning for some language. That'll be on the end. And he says exactly the same thing. We need like KLD and Speakman to really get some balls, step up to the fucking plate and get some players in the January window. Let's see a bit of ambition. You got 10 million for Ross Stewart. Are you going to spend some of that money? Are you going to go in there and buy an experienced player? We are lacking. The stats are there. The last time we scored from a striker was January or sometime. The stats are there for all to see. We are missing a striker. And, and we need Ekwa's back. Ekwa back. Pre-injury Ekwa. We need him back as soon as possible. That Ekwa that we saw against Southampton, that Ekwa is the driving force in midfield that helps Dan Neil. They're the two. If them two are fit and on fire, they're the driving force. And obviously we need a striker. Okay, I mean, people saying, "No, we don't need a striker," but we do. We kind of go up the full season like this. And the young kids, they're coming in. They're not getting any assists, any kind of service whatsoever. Miendo was just picking up scraps last night, wasn't he? And it just, where's the intensity gone? Where's the drive gone? Where's the want? There's no fire in the bellies anymore. Where's the fire in the bellies gone of these players? The confidence is gone. It's like Tony Mowbray was under the weather. It just seemed that all the teams seem to be under the weather. And we've got to bring Huggins back. Anyway, so we'll move on to, did I make any sense? I don't know, but it's just so slow pedestrian. It's so easy to read our game plan. All the teams have sussed us out, left or right. And you put 3 players on Clark, then we move 3 players over to Robertson. It's just... It's becoming awful to watch. We were an exciting team not so long ago. What's happened to that? Right, anyway. So, yes, we are travelling down to Millwall on Saturday. Millwall were formed in 1885. The Lions, the new Den, or the Den, 1993, was built for £16 million. You get 20,000 fans, and Dennis Serkin. Dennis Serkin's a player, key player that we miss as well. Dennis Serkin, he's done really well. He scored the equalising goal down at Millwall last season. So the key players, Alessi, Serkin, he's taken those players away. Danny Batts sold stupidity reasons for whatever that was. And then you've got other experienced players. We've got no experience. You've got Roberts and Luke 09 and Roberts, that's it. Nobody else. And they're not really... Roberts is always an individual player. He's never been a team player. He's one of those luxury individual players that sometimes can be class. See, Roberts was class with Ahmad because Ahmad was class, and Ahmad wouldn't stand for Roberts just keeping the ball all the time and driving down and being greedy with the ball. Ahmad would want the ball too. And I imagine Tony Mowbray constantly saying, give the ball to Ahmad. Hume used to, and now he's got nothing because Hume, with no Huggins, is wandering all over the park. He's in the middle, he's on right, left, and Roberts left alone with nowhere to pass the ball to. Anyway, go back to the Millwall game. So Millwall, yes, Millwall are a good side, but they're struggling at the moment. But, it doesn't really matter when you play Sunderland these days. 19th place, Plymouth, we lost them. And Plymouth lost last night. 21st place, we lost to Huddersfield. Huddersfield only won fucking 3 games out of 18, and we got beat last night. Huddersfield weren't that good, but well done, Huddersfield. Congratulations on your victory, Huddersfield. We're not denying you didn't deserve it. Sunderland were just hapless, shot shy, pathetic up front. That's what we say. Just void of any imagination, any plan B, anything like that. Yes, so we've lost the 2 teams in 19th and 21st, and we're Millwall in 19th. They've won 5, drawn 5, and lost 8. Now, it's not going to be a very good preview because I'm tired. I've got to be up really mega early, night shift or whatever you want to call it. Joe Edwards is the manager or assistant coach of Millwall. Only been there 3 games. I can't even remember who was the last coach. That's moving on because I banged the bloody draws. I don't even know who the last coach of Millwall, forgetting who Millwall's coach was. But anyway, he's been in charge of 3 games. He's won 1 and he's lost 2. He was an assistant at Chelsea, Everton, and under 20s, England. He was in charge of them a little bit. And they're all the way down 19th place. I mean, let's face it, in 6th place is Hull. They've won 8, drawn 6 and lost 4. 30 points. And we've lost a lot with 8, and we've won 8, and we've only got 2 draws. We've got 4 points. We need to win. These games come up now. We cannot be set adrift before Christmas. We've got to get ourselves back into the running for the playoffs. We've made a massive fucking cock up last 2 games. We really have. And pardon me French for saying it, we really have. We should have gotten 6 points and we're getting nothing. Now we've got to bounce back and fight back and show a little bit of passion. Show something for these away fans, Sunderland away fans, best away fans in the country, travelling all over the country. Show something for these fans, man. Show a bit of fire in your belly, a bit of fight, a bit of want, a bit of drive. None of this slow shite. I mean, we might go down Millwall. Millwall might have the possession of the ball. Maybe doing a counter-style. A counter-attacking football is better played by Sunderland. That's definitely it. But I don't know. Anyway, I want to say a big thank you to Mark. Thank you for my new hat. He's a big horse racing fan, Mark. And yeah, he must work down in one of the stables somewhere, but whatever. But a brilliant hat. Absolutely fantastic. I love the colour and the day. It's nice. I love a nice beanie, nice hat. And don't forget to leave your score prediction. Only one person gets a point in the big book of C. One person. And I'm going to put him on the screen any minute now. Stephen Hensel said it the way it was. He knew we'd lose against Huddersfield because he said after the Plymouth game, we're absolutely not on the ball, are we? So anyway, you got a chance to win the Atletico Madrid shirt. Nobody's getting the correct score in the last 2 games with the goal scorer. So if you get the correct score and the goal scorer and, you got a great chance of winning the shirt. Of course, if you're a member of the channel, because this is the members one, if you're a member of the channel, you would trump the subscribers. Only on this one, though, because I have to give something to the members just for, being stars. Thank you. Anyway, so there we go. But, I've only got about 10, 11 members of the channel anyway, so the chances are they won't even get the score correct. So you've got a great chance yourself of getting the score correct. And I do appreciate all subscribers just the same. That's why I give all the shirts away. I get all the shirts I give away from LU Soccer. And I've got another one coming in the post very shortly to give away to you, the subscribers. So there we go. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Leave me your score prediction down below. I'll be doing a live stream on Saturday. I'm going to have a little bit of a whiskey because I'm getting a bit hoarse. I'm not a whiskey drinker, as you can tell. Oh, fucking hell. When you get me tea and I'm going to go to bed. And I've got my Christmas jumper on. Christmas jumper on. Because it's snowing outside. And it's December the 1st tomorrow. Right, team news, before I forget. Patterson in goal. Let's go back to this team. Patterson in goal. Hume. Ballard. Silt. Huggins. Luke 9 if we must. But we've got to go to the back four. Huggins has to come back in. Pritchard must start. Roberts, Neil, bring Ekwa back in. Bring Ekwa back in. Shuley, he's had a week to recover, get better. If he's not injured, get him back in. You know, wake the lad up. He's class on his days. Got to come back to form at some point. I didn't really think anybody deserved anybody keeping the places. I mean, Adil started last night and I thought he was anonymous. That's just my opinion. I may be just completely blind. I am blind in one eye. That's why I wear spectacles sometimes. But bring Ekwa, so Roberts, Clark, Ekwa, Neil, Pritchard and Meander up top. Now away from home, Millwall, that's why I want the experience of Pritchard. Job to the bench and Rushin apparently has a groin strain or something. That's the reason why Rushin wasn't there with a groin strain. So there's my team. We've got to do something different. That's why I say we've got to keep Huggins to help Clark. Hume steers over that side, helping Roberts. Pritchard comes in, and let's see if Ekwa gets back to his game. It could be the difference. But at the end of the day, it's big ifs and buts, isn't it? I wouldn't want to go 4-4-2 against Millwall. That's just my opinion. But I do understand people who are crying out for 4-4-2. And at some point, we will have to give it a go. I'd rather do that at home, personally. But there we go. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to the channel. And we need players in the January window. And are you a Tony Mowbray man in or a Tony Mowbray man out? Or do you think he's just a yes man and just doing exactly as he's told? Pick up a wage, stay in the northeast because he loves it in the northeast. And he obviously wants to succeed. But end of the day, does he even pick the team? Right, there we go. Take care. God bless and we'll see you next time for the live stream. I have got another channel called Mad Out and About. I've been to Blackpool. If you enjoy a look around Blackpool at some of the abandoned places and see how it's fallen to bits over the years. The seafront's beautiful. Some wonderful places in Blackpool. But let's look at some of the bad places as well. I'll give you a bit of mixture of both. Check all the Mads Out and About. Link in the description. Take care. This video is a long time, mate. Here's Stephen Hensel. Absolutely class guy. Top Sunderland fan. And he bleeds red and white. And he's passionate. He's passionate. He really is. And he makes some good points. See you later.
Hi, Terry, mate. I thought I'd give you a match fucking review. I tell you what, I'm at work. Feel sorry for you being in the fucking cold, like, but sorry for swearing, mate. But passionate, it's just after the match we've lost again. And people who's judging people are saying get rid of Mowbray and all that. We've lost 8 in the first, and it's not even December. Lost 8 games. We was meant to be getting in the playoffs, finishing like 5th or 4th in the playoffs. That was an ambition this season. Man, we're looking to finish in the top 10, man. We're brilliant playing ticky-tacky football until you get to the final third and we can't score anything in between the fucking barn door, mate. Yeah, we scored one tonight, but at the end of the day, no point in having all this possession. Yeah, 28 goals. I mean, 28 times we shot against Plymouth or something daft like that. It doesn't matter if we have 200, mate. It's about putting that ball in between them posts. That's what counts, man. And all these same fucking KLD and Speakman, man. I tell you what, it's like Speakman's trying to play as his football. He's telling Steve Harvey what type of players he wants. Getting all these young kids, it's just not good enough, mate. You need experience. That Bradley, that was just a job for the boy of Tommy Mowbray, like, you know what I mean? For me, if we'd done this, I would get rid of him, mate. Honestly, people's going to jump on the bandwagon. I don't care. But he's got no plan B, man. Everybody's sussed us out now. Everybody's sussed us out. You know what I mean? And we've got no plan B. We can't play any other way. Have a safe trip home, Terry, matey. Draw for now.
There we go, Stephen Enzo wears his heart in his sleeves, he sees it the way it is, he bleeds red and white, top Sunderland fan, absolute legend Stephen. Thanks for that video, take care, and also may the best team win on Saturday. Who will win, Millwall or Sunderland? I wish Millwall all the best for the rest of the season, but hopefully Sunderland will win. See you later.